Hello Earth Tribe, welcome to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. Today I'm looking at the energy of the collective and bringing through any needed grounding messages. I felt called to do this reading, especially for those who resonate with being a light worker or an empath, an intuitive, or a healer of some kind. I feel that with these journeys there is always a need for more grounding, so hopefully this reading will help in some way. Before I get to the reading, I wanted to also announce that I am now taking personal readings. So if you'd like to book with me, just find my information down in the description box below. So with that said, up next, there is a meditative shuffle and then the reading to follow. And you can navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello everyone, welcome to this collective reading. Okay, so today we're looking at grounding messages for the collective. And I just want to say that this reading gives me a lot of hope and inspiration. Before I get started, I just wanted to put that out there that, I do see challenges, but overall this is like heading in the best direction. So over here, we've got the overall energy of the collective. And what I'm seeing here is that you have had to really be a light in the dark for yourself. There's been a lot of challenges that you've had to keep your hope alive for, that you've had to maintain your strength for, that you've had to just hold on to any glimmer of light within you in order to reach your calling, in order to stay focused on your goal, your dream, your aspiration. I see that your role, or whatever it is that you're heading towards, is this father role. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a father. It just means that you're taking on a role of a provider, protector, someone who is strong in the face of adversity, someone who is outward focused. It could be that you're having to take on a lot of responsibility. Over here we have the Queen of Cups. And so what I'm getting from that, as well as the Father card, is you are balancing your masculine and feminine. And that's important in any journey where we are evolving and growing into a better version of ourselves. Over here we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And I mean, wish fulfillment and prosperity, a financial independence, a beauty and growth in your life. Here with the it's called the Nine of Visions. This is the Enchanted Forest Tarot. We see this coin here being thrown into a wishing well. And the message here is to make your manifestations clear to the universe. So when you're making a wish and you're throwing a coin into a well, you're literally defining what it is you want, what is in your heart, and giving that message to the universe to fulfill. I just saw a giant bald eagle fly over me. Sorry. So, wow. So there's a message there for you. Look up the bald eagle, and there will be something there. But I can't stop smiling. Anyway, so actually, oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. Okay, so back of the deck energy of the mystical shaman oracle that I'm using here is the eagle card. Okay, so I might look in the book for this, but generally when we're talking about large birds, raptors, did I say raptor? Anyway, we're looking at things from a higher perspective, okay? And being discerning, focusing your energy, flying higher over things, being weightless in a sense, having faith in your own wings. Okay, so there's probably more messages for you if you wanted to look up eagle medicine. But wow. So that feels really strong to me, given I just saw a bald eagle fly over my head and that was on the back of the deck energy. Okay. So you are headed toward emotional fulfillment and prosperity in the physical world. The universe is offering you with the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for you to take advantage of, for you to manifest, and it's going to lead you to your prosperity. And so, taking advantage of that is part of the message here. The guidance is here with the Page of Feathers, otherwise known as the Page of Swords, is to get onto that journey of exploration and discovery, and to use whatever you come across, whatever you learn in the process, to make that a part of your new foundation. We've got the raccoon standing on what looks to me like bricks, like building blocks of bricks. And so this page is gathering information, gathering inspiration, figuring out what it is that they like to do, want to do, feel drawn to do, and using that information to lay a new foundation for themselves. And that is what's going to lead here to the Nine of Pentacles, to the wish fulfillment, to the financial independence, to bounty, luxury, to everything you need and more, to beauty, to not have to worry. Even if we're on a path where we aren't attached to monetary outcomes, we still have needs to fulfill within our physical world. So, and there's nothing wrong with having money. It's all in how we intend to use that energy, how we draw the money to us, and how we go about using that money as energy in our world, in our life. So over here we have the Queen of Cups, represented by the salmon, and then we have the Knight of Wands, represented by the fox. So with the salmon, it's showing me that your path is, you feel like you're going upstream. You feel like it's a struggle. You have to climb and go against the flow. Most times, the guidance would be going with the flow rather than being in resistance. But this is not resistance. when the salmon is climbing the rocks in the stream or in the river, it's not resistance. The salmon is going upstream to spawn, to lay their eggs, and to ensure their legacy, their future prosperity by creating more fish. So the upward battle to swim upstream, it's not in vain, it's not in resistance, it's actually part of their life cycle. And so what this is telling me is that the obstacles you are facing are going to not only serve your purpose, but lead to your legacy. So those are two extremely hopeful aspects of the journey that you're on. When we're looking at the fox, part of the difficulty could be that you're faced with deception or manipulation by others. There could be a group or a pack mentality that is making the journey more difficult. But I'm going to just take that energy and set it to the side, because what I'm also getting from the Knight of Wands, the fox, is that your quick-wittedness and your playfulness is part of this journey. So getting upstream to fulfill your purpose, to ensure your legacy, is requiring a side of you that is more lighthearted, that is a little more quick on your feet, making decisions more intuitively rather than through rumination or, overthinking. And so it's really important to understand each of us is a spiritual being having a human experience. From that perspective, we can tap into that energy of lightheartedness, of not taking life so seriously, of allowing ourselves to flow with our intuition. And whatever is aligned with our intuition and our heart, that's how we are able to take inspired action, right? The fish don't swim upstream because it's some arduous journey that they have to endure. They do it because it's their purpose. They are taking inspired action. So stay centered in your heart here with the Queen of Cups. Stay aligned with your heart and your intuition, your higher self. This is how you're going to connect and ground with the Ace of Pentacles. Ground that opportunity that is being presented to you. Here with the Vision Quest card, this is a little bit like, it can be interpreted as a shadow work. It could also be interpreted as meditation, or it could be interpreted as a greater sense of self-awareness. It's also saying that your spirit team has been trying to connect with you. And there might be a lot of things happening around you that are keeping you from that connection. And so here with the number 60 card, breaking down to a 6, I feel like that's like universal balance here with the masculine and feminine as well. We're looking at grounding yourself through balance of behaviors, thought processes. Here with this card of trust, this is a yellow card indicating solar plexus chakra. You may want to meditate on the solar plexus, having to do with self-trust, self-empowerment. Okay, the trigger statement says, what if something happens? And the truth statement says, I take my hands off the wheel. You are not alone. The universe is working with you. relax, and enjoy the adventure. And I really, really get this here next to the Knight of Wands with the Fox card. Relax and enjoy the adventure. I feel like these two cards are validating that sense of playfulness and lightheartedness, and in a sense going with the flow of yourself, right? Your journey might be difficult. You may have extreme obstacles to get to where you're going. But that doesn't mean you're not following your heart or your intuition, if that makes sense. But also having a higher perspective. And the eagle is a 16, which breaks down to a 7, highly spiritual number. So this tells me that having that higher perspective is really tapping into that spiritual perspective, that you are a spirit having a human experience, that this is somewhat of a game that we're playing, this experience here on Earth School. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to say is that with the Flame card and this card here, you are not alone. The universe is working with you. I know just from the energy I'm feeling that you have felt so alone, and that you have been that light in the dark for yourself. But you are not working alone. We are always co-creating. And the universe, spirit, God, whoever you draw your higher power from, they're listening. It's up to us to be in alignment with ourselves in order to bring in the things that we want. And so I see that you're already doing that by keeping that flame held for yourself, because there's been a lot of obstacles here, a lot of heartache, a lot of responsibility placed upon you, potentially abandonment from others. So the flame that you've kept alive is your spiritual self. You can also know that you are connected to everyone and everything that exists. So you are not alone. And when we align with ourselves, and I'm seeing that here, focusing on the light within you, maintaining balance within yourself, this is what's going to help you stay connected with your higher self and with spirit, so that you get more confirmation that you aren't working alone. Before I go, I just wanted to say that in the imagery of these cards, appreciating Mother Earth, appreciating the food that you eat, appreciating the animals that present themselves near you if you're just sitting outside, or if you're taking a walk through the forest. Taking a walk through the forest definitely would be very grounding for you. Finding a stream to make a wish. Okay, connecting with water, taking a walk near a river. Rivers are very cleansing. So I would, if you can get a chance to take a walk outside, hopefully amongst some trees, if you can, or along a river, I think that would be really helpful. Otherwise, I hope that this reading brought you other grounding messages that you need to fulfill the path that you're on and to grow that flame that's within you in co-creation with the universe. You have an opportunity here that is waiting for you. And the universe is waiting and watching and giving you their blessing. it's worth fulfilling, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so that is what I have for you, beautiful Earth souls. If this resonated, please do let me know. Thank you so much for supporting my channel with your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future videos, and if you'd like to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box. May you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.